All right, we are live. Happy, well, the first day of November 2018. It's almost Christmas, imagine that. All right, welcome to this unscheduled live event for this evening. There is some breaking news. Apparently, a Chinese company called Royal has released the world's first foldable smartphone, the Flex Pi, unveiled in China. I believe this company is based in California. The phone will cost, looks like between $1,300 and $1,900, depending on memory and storage specifications. So it is the world's first bendy phone. They beat Samsung and Huawei to the punch. Well, there you go. If you always wanted a foldable phone with probably another crappy battery, this will be your chance coming up here in about a month or so to buy it. We'll talk about this a little bit more. All right, let's go to the comments here. Hello, Yugi. Hello, 7478. Longtime Flex Pi. Yes, Flex Pi, the world's first bendable phone. It's PAI, not like Pi. Never mind. Flex Pi. Here we go back to food again. Hello, Steve. How are you? Yeah. Dominic Spina. Hey. Hello there. How are you? I have an update for this weekend for the channel. I won't be doing any night shows this weekend. So tomorrow, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday night, no shows. Might do something during the day in the mornings to have people overseas, different time zones to catch the show, maybe join in. But no evening shows for this weekend coming up. If you guys need to reach me or want to sponsor a live event, just check out the links below in the show notes. So, but yeah, for this weekend, no night shows coming up. It's been warm today. It was like 60 today in Ohio. It's crazy. There was a place in West Virginia it was 70. Take a dip in the pool. So how was everybody doing for this evening? How to take a break from watching TV. Let me get the story again, and I will share the story with you. All right, let me share this, then we'll get some people in here. Share screen. All right. So, a company called Royal, the Flex Pi phone unveiled in China. I never heard of Royal Corporation. They specialize, I guess, manufacturing flexible displays. The display will measure 7.8 inches, bigger than many tablets. When folded, it will have 3 separate smaller screens on the front, rear, and spine of the device. The company said it will hold 3 flash sales to consumers China November 1st to offer the first production run. There we have the prices again, $1,300 up to $1,900. Deliveries, I guess, around the world will start late December. The launch has caught many industries watchers by surprise. I don't know why. Samsung expected to preview its phone November 7th in San Francisco. Let's see here. And it looks like LG intends to unveil a foldable phone at the trade show in Vegas in January. So yeah, I don't know. Is this the next big thing? Flexible phones? I have a question. How would you put a case on it? Interesting. Yeah, how would you put a bell clip, a case? Just asking. I don't know. I think companies should stop with these like type of developments, technologies, and just focus on next generation batteries. It's all about power. You know, like Home Improvement, Tim Allen, power. Just a thought. So yeah, the first bendy phone, flexible phone from Royale. Nice. All right. If you guys want to join in for this open chat, just send me an email. Sleepy Eyes Vince, KO's in town. What's up? All right, let's do this. Is anybody else sick of political ads? I know I am. All right. Steve, if you want to join, you're more than welcome to. I got my Star Trek uniform on. I need my little walkie-talkie Bluetooth and communicator. You know that thing. Mr. Spock, do the beam up. Right? I got this jacket at JCPenney's, $24. A plug for JCPenney's. Hint. The Doctor of 66 is in the house. What's up, Doc? Are you guys shopping for any new toys? Toys for this holiday season for yourselves? I may have to buy a new TV. Can't believe it. My third TV has gone bad. In 9 years. Blown speakers. I'm getting sick of the phone calls. Yeah, the TV ads and the stuff posted on Facebook. There was a church, a house of worship. One of the local people, state people running for office, they had him listed as a Russian. Comrade so-and-so is going to take away your freedoms. Here's my advice to churches. Stay out of the comedy business. Yeah. Stay out of the comedy business, you know. Star Trek Discovery to return. Oh yeah, it's coming back in January, right? Yeah. I might watch it. Hello, Ben. I got the red one. I should have got a blue one, you know. So I can't confuse people. Who are you voting for? The red team. Wait, blue team. Anyway. But yeah, Star Trek Discovery is coming back for a second season. I think Jean-Luc Picard's going to be on it. I think. Thought I saw something. Anyway. Yeah, sounds good to me. Now, I don't know what I would buy as a self-indulgent toy for the holidays. I mean, I need a computer, a whole new office equipment, but something for myself personally, I don't know what I would buy. Maybe a state-of-the-art shaver. You know those $200 bronze shavers that are self-cleaning? Maybe I would buy that out of curiosity. It's just a thought, you know. Do you guys use electric shavers? Turn on the ticker here and see what we got. By the way, my latest Ubuntu Mate 1810 is pretty good. It's solid, yeah. Can't complain. There's the headline for the FlexPi bendy screen. KV says proper blades for you. Okay.
Hey, dude.
What's up, man?
Oh, nothing much.
What's the weather like in Florida?
pretty nice. A good cold front's coming through.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. World's first affordable smartphone, eh?
Affordable for about $1,300, but and I
Yeah.
bet it has a crappy battery. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Just 1 minute.
Senator introduces bill that would send CEOs to jail for violating consumer privacy. Good luck with that. Yeah. I should be in the UK with EU and UK. What's that? EU and UK?
I hear that you're using Ubuntu 18.10.
I installed it on my SSD to test it. I wasn't planning on keeping it, but it's stable. So why not?
Yes, there's no new features, but there definitely should be a lot more bug fixes and security patches.
Yeah, updated kernel and all that. It was. I wasn't planning on keeping it, but you know what? It's stable enough. It's only supported for 9 months, but I still have the
Yeah.
other one.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking about 7 or 6 months. There will be an LTS for this.
I think the LTS is. Hang on, Steve. Let me send you a link. I think the LTS are released every 2 years. I think, right? Not
Yeah.
mistaken. So, there you go, Steve. Sorry, bud. Just got your email there. Yeah, I mean, 9-month distributions for what I do are kind of pointless. But for a test machine, sure. Hello, Paul. How are you? So once again, those of joining in late, there will be no shows, no evening shows this weekend. That includes Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. I have to contact Spatry. I won't be available Sunday night for news nonsense. But I'll try and do a couple day like morning shows maybe if I can.
Yeah.
To get our friends in different time zones. You know, come in, say hello, maybe get some more supporters. Because it isn't fair to them. I always, not always, I do these shows at night and it's too late for them. So if somebody wants to come in to say hello and donate and they can't, you know. So I want to try and change it up every now and then. But if anybody needs to reach me, you know how. Just call Uncle Guido in Sicily. I will get the message. Believe me. Just kidding. What's up, Paul? Yeah, I don't know what the coolest gadgets are this holiday season. Nothing's really come across. There's a new Echo Dot 3, you know, the round the hockey puck. That's got a better sounding speaker for the same price. But that's all that I saw, really. I wouldn't mind a new Bose Wave radio, you know, with the touch panel on top, but they're about $600, and I thought, maybe I'll pass on that. Paul, you're at work listening in. Don't get in trouble.
We're pretty much in the holiday season right now, where usually around this time a whole bunch of distro release start to happen.
Yeah. I mean, all the Ubuntu's have been released, right?
Yeah.
All of them by now.
Mm-hmm.
I tested Ubuntu with the Qt desktop. Nice.
It's good.
Yeah. It's something different. But, you know, with this Spate thing, I was going to take it out and test one more. But I thought, you know what? I'm comfortable with it. It works. Keep it, you know.
I mean, sure, it's only 9 months, but I mean, it's good for what it is.
Yes, it is. I haven't noticed any crashes or anything lately. It just seems to work. This seems to work. OBS Studio seems to work. Kdenlive works. Hi, Steve. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, I was just yelling at my son.
Ah, okay.
All of a sudden, I get on, and all of a sudden, boom, there goes all the music.
Of course, good timing.
Yeah. Typical. Hey,
I
Ricky.
hear you.
Hey, how you doing, Steve?
All right.
I've seen the prices of 4K TVs have really dropped, you know,
Ooh,
big time.
really?
They're like $300 and up for like a 50-inch. It's not bad.
That's not bad at all. Wow.
No, not for a 4K.
Yeah, I got a Samsung a couple years ago, and already I'm getting streaks across the screen. It
Really?
kind of, and I did some research on it, and I guess some of this stuff popped up later.
Haven't had issues with streaks of video. It's blown speakers. In fact, I got this 40-inch TV here that I took out of storage. It's huge. I mean, I can almost touch it from here, but I had it in storage because of blown speakers. It's my second one with blown speakers. I got one upstairs, a 50-inch with blown speakers. I don't. Maybe someone's trying to tell me to shut up. I don't know, but but I thought, you know what? It's gathering dust. It's got the blown speakers, which I don't use. So I hooked it up, and I had to turn the brightness like almost all the way down because it's so bright. But one of these days I'll crank it up to normal and put my shades on. It's okay, yeah. Because it's, Steve, you're in the dark, really dark. I mean, the whole screen's dark. But for me to use it, I have to crank down the brightness. But it works. The screen's beautiful. But it's like big. It's like an IMAX theater when it's like almost surrounds you. But it's in storage. It wasn't doing anything. It's either I use it or give it away or throw it away. I say, I'm just gonna. Can humans see in 4K? If I got 4K this year, I would see very good. Thank you. Up to upgrade the office, Paul. No, I don't think humans can see in 4K. Can we?
I hear not.
I mean, we see the improved screen resolution. We see that.
Yeah.
And it is nice. Even though I don't think Comcast has anything in 4K. I think some satellite feeds are 4K. But even with the upscale, there is a little bit of a difference. Hi, Ben. So maybe I'll be looking into a
I'm gonna
TV.
move into a better light here. Give me a moment.
Go ahead. All right, Ben. There you go. Yeah, I will say this about the larger screen. I can do more stuff on the screen, But 40 inches is a little bit too big for right on my face. But
Yeah.
I wanted to use it. It's just gathering dust, and it just felt stupid. So
Yeah.
If my eyes get worse, I'll know why. Or I start to wear dark sunglasses at night. Hi, Anarita. It is not It's sort of a new TV. This TV is 2 years old, somewhat new, and the speakers blew last year. My newer TV upstairs, the speakers blew last month. I don't know. Don't ask me why, but this was in storage, and it's just gathering dust. So I took it out, Anarita, and I cranked down the brightness way down so I can use it. I don't use the speakers in it, so. But yeah, it's maybe if it was farther away on the wall or something, I don't know. But it's like, like it's literally right here, and it's like, ooh. Anyway, it's great for adult movies. No, just kidding. How are you, Anarita? Anybody here have 4K TVs here in the live chat? I've seen actual 4K content like at a Best Buy store, like from a camcorder. It is stunning. It's Hollywood stuff. Give the old one away to a patron. If I hit my goal, I can do that. I'll pay for shipping, insurance, and everything. I'll be happy to.
Hey.
Hey, Benny boy, what's up, man?
Hello, Ben.
I was up all dang night last night trying to get Ubuntu working with my AMD Ryzen sound card. It doesn't want to work. I'm about to pull my head of hair out. And
welcome to the Linux world. Sleepy Eyes Vince says, do you have to crank your neck to see the top of the screen? No, I use a periscope. I can see it from here, just. No, it's since I'm tall. I mean, the height of the TV is just slightly higher. So.
Yeah.
Hi, Thomas.
I went to Ubuntu IRC. I went to the forum, the wiki. Googled my butt off. I just can't.
Why don't you just stick with Windows 10 and save some brain cells, man?
I'm about ready to just say to hell with this and put Windows back on it.
Hi, AJ.
It's not working.
What's your shirt say?
May the Lord be with you. It's kind of a play on Star Wars.
I like that. Amen, brother. Yeah. may the Lord be with you. Yes. Anna, I am just good. Just tired of changing diapers, but I am good. Maybe you need better boyfriends. I'm just kidding, Anna. Just kidding.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's funny talk.
Are you babysitting, Anna Rita?
Oh god. Yeah.
No, but that's a cool shirt, man. I like it.
Yeah, thank you, Toss. My cousin,
Where'd you get it at?
Oh, one of my cousins in Iowa gave it to me.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, this Ryzen thing is nipping me in the butt.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's using a Realtek 1220 chipset, and I googled it, and theoretically it's using the SND HDA Intel codec,
Okay.
or kernel driver, whatever. And that is a very well-known driver, and the dang thing just is stumping me. And I asked the Ubuntu IRC, and they told me to run a cat var log whatever. And they weren't really helpful to somebody like me who knows what the hell he's doing.
If I had the problems you had with Linux, and I've had my share, now I would pay a YouTuber $500 to shut up talking about Linux. Just talk about anything but Linux.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I haven't had the constant problems you've had, here and there. But I've been lucky so far, very lucky. So.
Yeah, I tell you, if I had a dime for every time Linux nicked itself on me, I would have been a rich man by now.
Okay, Andrew, you have a small home daycare. You have 10 kids a day. 10 kids a day?
Woo, shoot! I wouldn't be working.
Okay. How do you manage that?
What I've been frustrated about is this darn S7 Edge phone. Sprint has this messed up binary that prevents it from being rooted. And I'm like, God.
I'm not into rooting that much personally.
Yeah,
so,
I hear you. Yeah. But I did find that somebody with the same codec on Gen 2 of all things got it to work, and I'm just about ready to say hell with it. I'm putting Gen 2 on this thing to see if their theory works. Because it is a 6-core, 12-thread computer processor, so maybe that'll work. I don't know. But I also do have a spare motherboard with a Core 2 quad in there that, works in Linux. So, at worst case, I'll swap them out if I have to.
Well, if it'll make you feel better, Jesse Crypto, hi Jesse, says, if I had a penny for every time Windows licked it, I'd be able to afford to buy Microsoft in cash. I didn't know Microsoft makes lollipops. I haven't had, except for the update process, which I haven't had really any big problems in Windows. It just works. I don't know what to say, Jesse, yeah. Assuming you have a legitimate copy and not a Windows 10 legal torrent, I don't have problems.
Yeah, I don't torrent operating systems much at all. No. Unless it's Mac OS specific, that because it is free. So
one of the top multimedia computers for YouTubers is a $4,000 Mac, rated the top 3. And if I had the budget, I would just walk into a store, just tell the guy or girl, I think I want this. What's your return policy? Okay, no problem. And I would just buy it. No, I wouldn't just keep, like I know nothing. I would take it home, plug it in like you would. Let's get to work. Let's see if this is worth it. I would kill for that opportunity just to see.
Well,
because I really don't know. And I can't harp on these people who buy it. So, why are you morons? Because I don't have one. I can't, I got to keep my mouth shut. Silencio,
Yeah.
But it was rated top 3. And, of course, so was a $2,000, I forget was it, HP or Dell.
Yeah.
And even one that was even like 1,000. But that's considerably slower. Yeah.
Well, my Dell that I have here, it's a great little machine. Sure, it's meant for gaming.
Yeah.
But it runs pretty well. The only downside is it has dual video cards inside of it, and you have to be running something Ubuntu based or something that's got GNOME on it in order to get the graphics.
Well, if you buy a gaming computer or a 4K ready computer, chances are it'll do everything you want it to do for like YouTube. a 6-7 minute video for me to render it in full HD takes about 20 minutes on my older hardware.
Well,
Yeah.
the laptop I bought came with a solid-state hard drive. I haven't put an SSD.
Okay.
It's not a SSD. It's a solid-state hybrid drive.
Ah.
So it came with that, and it's a 1 terabyte, so it's got plenty of room for all the games that I like.
Okay.
But it does make a nice Linux machine. The only downside is that I have to, in order to game on Linux with it, whether it's in Proton or not, I have to enable both graphics cards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not into building machines. Maybe one of these weekends we'll do a Life in Linux with Tom, and we'll talk about the pros and cons of building versus buying a machine. I prefer to buy everything one time, one whole complete machine, because if something goes bad, I still have the warranty. If you build something and something goes bad, well, is it this? Is it this or that? But if it's my machine, I'm going to call tech support. You guys take care of it. So it's more a matter of convenience. Now, if you're going to build a machine and not install Windows, you can save a lot of money, definitely.
By the way, I started drinking. Yeah. By the way, I started drinking water more and less.
I got water with mint leaves, so after I drink it, I smoke it. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
But
can you smoke mint?
And actually,
hey, I use Linux Mint.
I actually
It smells good, actually.
I started. That toss. God, where's my brain? That joke you made about the meatballs every so often? Well, I actually have spaghetti with meat sauce for dinner tonight.
Nice. Hi, Landon.
And it's also got corn in the box, too.
Very good.
I'm trying to have more healthy diet rather than just soda all the time.
Hi, Ben.
We definitely drink a lot of Coke and Pepsi, yeah. I'm going to stop drinking Coke because they don't want to sponsor this channel, so up yours. No, just kidding. Anyway, but I try to drink either water with mint or water sliced lemon and mint, maybe a little bit of honey.
Yeah, I get you.
It tastes good. I mean, it's something different, so...
Okay.
If we have any newbies watching, please do stop by and say hello, or I'll never talk to you again. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
But
anyway, I'm just gonna say to heck with it and put Gentoo on the horizon and see if that fixes it. If not, I'm gonna just swap to the Intel board and just call it a day.
All I gotta say, Ben, is AMD is your best friend.
I know, Ricky. It's just like I said. Yeah. Like I said, the issue is that the audio doesn't want to work. Yeah, because I've Googled this problem, and somebody in the Gentoo community seemed to make it work, but for me, it's just not working no matter what distro I throw at the damn thing.
I think you've got the curse going on, or something where you live, Ben. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I have never had that many problems in Linux.
Yeah,
or Windows,
I know,
for that matter.
Toss. I mean, you guys get lucky. Ben, the tech guy, always gets the curse.
I don't know if maybe showing my computers my big Cadillac with the trunk scares them. I don't know, but
I don't know.
I should have a wallpaper of a big Cadillac on all my computers, so I'll have zero problems.
Weird,
It'll be like, don't send them bugs. No viruses, please.
Yeah,
Well, think of it. Who always has the worst car? A mechanic.
I tell you, Toss, ever since we met and became friends, I've had the worst luck with Linux ever since I met you.
Well, I use both, so that's not my fault.
No, I'm not blaming you.
Oh, no.
Paul says, how about inviting someone from System 76? You just did.
Yeah,
System 76. I actually had someone who works from System 76 send me an email to come on the show. He was like an administrator. I can't forget that person's name. You're still invited.
Yeah,
I have nothing against System 76. If you guys made a $400 computer, that could be a National Linux desktop.
Yeah, cool.
I think, in my opinion, besides Google, System 76 is the second option we have to have a national Linux desktop.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think they
mean,
have pretty
if-
good service.
if
They have a
look at
following.
their-
Yeah.
Yeah, if their laptops and desktops didn't cost an arm and a leg, but we have.
I don't know. I don't have one to test, so it's probably
Yeah.
worth it.
Well,
But
Toss,
it's
if you and
yeah.
I ever meet, I will let you use my lemur on your channel for a day.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's just you don't live close enough that
No.
you could. Yeah. Because I'm in Kentucky, you're in Pennsylvania.
You're not that far. I'm in Ohio, but you know,
Yeah, Ohio,
it would be cool to have enough of a budget to fly to certain guys' friends' houses, you know, and just do a live show. Hey, I picked.
Like the
It's
co-op
kind of
live.
like that commercial from the Publishers Clearinghouse. Congratulations, you know. It'd be congratulations. You have a live show with Toss today, you know.
Yeah, of course.
But
Yeah, it's
that would be cool.
it
I'll
would-
knock on the door. Hi, Steve. Guess who?
Yeah.
Come on in.
I just happened to be driving by 1,000 miles away. I thought I'd stop it.
Yeah, of course.
That would be something. You
Oh,
know.
they have a life like that, huh?
I think that would be fun if I could do it. I think I would like 2 or 3 a year just to, you know, fly somewhere and, you know, I
Yeah.
think it'd be cool. Just with my equipment, a camera or two. I mean, that's really all you need. I think that would be cool.
It would be
Stephanie
fun.
is in Boston. She's not that far from me. That would be probably the most viable show to do from there.
Yeah.
That's about an 8-hour
Well,
car
Boss,
trip.
If
you
you're
know.
ever in Kentucky, you're more than welcome to come hang out and do a show with me.
Well, on my next trip to Florida, if I'm in the mood, I'll make a left turn and you stop at Kentucky. You know.
Yeah, yeah. It would be fun, at least for a bit.
And to think I was 20 minutes away from you, Ben, this year.
Yes, you
Oh.
were.
Hmm.
I was, it would have been fun to meet up, Steve. But, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and put this AMD away for the night.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Hey, Omega.
What's up, man?
I'm just going to put this away. Yeah, if I'm this frustrated with it, I think I want to put it away for the night and get back to it tomorrow. I'm just on the ground because I'm putting everything back in the other. Ow.
Ben's hiding because he's embarrassed.
I'm not in.
Okay, I'm embarrassed.
Ben,
I don't want to show my face, you know.
Crack
See,
me up, Ben.
He's hiding his sign underneath the table that says Linux sucks. I understand, Ben. No, not a
No,
problem.
no. You're funny, Carmine, I tell you what.
I try to be.
You always are. Yeah.
Try to be. Stephanie caught the show today from last night, and hi Stephanie. She got a kick out of the helium iPhones.
Yeah, that was fun.
She was worried. I said, "Why are you talking funny?"
Yeah.
So I said it'd be cool to have Stephanie do a helium rap chat, but then I thought, on second thought, maybe not. You know, I like big butts and I can't not lie. Oh, you know. I was catching a live stream. This is from Sleepy. He says a couple months ago with Linus Tech Tips because I thought it was the other Linus. He had 25,000 concurrent viewers and $100 super chats. Well, does he deserve it? I guess he does. I've seen a few of his videos. He seems like a nice chap.
Oh,
25,000, but he has a couple million followers. So 25,000 concurrent isn't a lot. Well, I guess it's more than me, but
here,
$100 super chats, yeah, that would be nice.
$100. What? Where's the
That's my 12-month goal. Well, I don't need 25,000 concurrent viewers, but I need about 200 patrons. I did some math, Sleepy. That's really what I need to do this on a regular basis. So if we can find 200 people out of over 10,000, but well, good for Linus. No, I've seen some of his videos. They're nice and informative. He seems like a nice personality, and you know, he deserves it. Linus is great, but more so in tech review, not in tinkering. Okay. Well, with that kind of budget, he can buy anything and review it. You know, so he probably, with all the reviews, he probably doesn't have time to tinker. You know, I mean, if I was buying equipment left and right with like a $100,000 budget, I wouldn't have time to really tinker. I would have a house full of electronics to the ceiling. You know. Anyway.
The question that's come to my mind is, I'm wondering what the future is going to hold for Linux in 2019.
Well, the big news, if it ever comes, again, a national Linux desktop.
Mm-hmm.
Until that happens, nothing else will be big news. There'll be breaking news, like Linus leaving Torvalds a couple months. There'll be breaking news, but until that national desktop finally happens, I don't think there will be big news. You know, I mean, how much big news can you have from Linux? You know, a lot of people use it. Yes, it's #1 in servers. Yes, you can download for free. Yes, you know, YouTubers use it. Yes, it's great for old computers. Yes. I mean, how much more breaking news, big news do you need? You know, the next big thing has to be a true national desktop by Amazon, Google, or anybody else.
Yeah, of course.
You know, Linux Mint 19.1 will feature a modern desktop layout.
I've seen pictures of that toss. It looks crappy.
I love the title, modern. I was getting tired of the old crap. Come on, Mint.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, looks
I've
crappy.
seen pictures of that toss. It does not look good, man.
I don't know. I'm assuming that will be an option, like a panel changer. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I do like 1904's name Ubuntu Disco Dingo.
Disco Dingo.
Disco Dingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the wallpaper will have a picture of like flashing disco lights or something. You know.
Yeah. What are they going back to the 70s with Staying Alive and crap?
Mm-hmm.
Saturday Night Fever?
Staying alive. Staying alive. Oh, you can tell. Anyway, they should have made a sequel to Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah, they should have.
They could have called it the sequel is Sunday Morning Hangover. You can tell by the way I burp. I'm not, you know, but no, yeah.
Yeah.
They did make a sequel. It was a number of years later. I have to look it up. I can't remember what it was.
I know they're making one more Rambo. I know the story.
They just don't want to leave Sylvester Stallone alone, that's all.
It would be nice. I got to look up the story if he goes to Russia. Okay, these freaking Russians, hey. I don't know. But the only real challenge to Linux is to becoming the leading desktop is lack of dependency standardization. Well, Android phone is a standardization. Chromebooks are a standardization, so it can be done. But we haven't seen it yet, and it's on purpose, and I don't know why. Oh. Last night, by the way, last night's chat with Alan Pope from Ubuntu. Nice of him to come in late because I think he went to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. But he talked about Ubuntu Snaps and the Snap package and gave us some good insight. So that's almost done, finish editing, his part. And I'll probably upload it as the truth about Ubuntu Snaps. So if you ever had a question about Snap packages and how they work and all that stuff, he gave a nice detailed explanation. So that was nice of him to jump in late. Or late for him. But I actually downloaded OpenShot app image today. Oh my god, it's gone worse. It's slower. It freezes now. I can't use it at all. I don't know. And Arita, you like the simple and the basic applications. Well, sometimes those are the best. It helps because your OCD goes, no. Yeah, Sleepy Popey is a real cool guy, yeah. Yeah, make sure you guys check out the latest Ubuntu podcast with him, Martin Wimpress, and somebody else I keep forgetting. But they do a weekly half-hour podcast. So
Okay.
What are you doing, Ben?
I was plugging all my peripherals back into my tower. Yeah. Back in business now.
until Sunday. Well, Toss, I made up my mind. I am never going to use Linux again. Again.
I'm gonna burn everything.
That's right. I've had it. I'm fed up until next week. And then I'll say it again.
Yeah, things are always changing in the world, Vince.
All right, so the sequel to Saturday Night Live was actually Staying Alive.
Oh, there was a
the movie,
sequel.
I guess really didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I guess people stayed home. I don't know. Snaps, flat packs, they uninstall cleanly. I forgot to ask Alan that. I don't know, Sleepy. Maybe next time I'll ask him. They probably do install cleanly, I would imagine, since it's self-contained. I don't know. I'll have to ask him next time. That's one question I did not ask. Mark Shuttleworth thinks IBM buying Red Hat is good news for Ubuntu. Off the ticker feed, maybe it is. I don't know. Interesting. I almost feel like Linux is being assimilated, you know, by the Microsoft Borg. We are the Borg. From Seattle, you'll be assimilated.
I think, in my opinion, IBM buying Red Hat, I think it was a good thing for both parties. Because if you've noticed, the last couple of years, both companies haven't really done much. So I think this is an opportunity for both sides to do a bit of work together and try to better their companies up a bit.
Hello, Tux. Michael probably is. Kanako is really better positioned than Red Hat anyway. In terms of what, Tux? Both sides have done. Red Hat, they specialize in server enterprise, right? What's the consumer? Is it CentOS, the consumer version of Red Hat, or is it Fedora? Tux, you might know. Enterprise solutions, yes. Tux, Michael, you can join us if you wish. I might be on for another half hour or so. CentOS, okay. Is that newbie friendly? What's up, my Russian friend?
No.
Fedora's kind of enthusiast, okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any. I have neutral feelings about it. About what's being bought or not bought. I mean, I don't know. I think it's great personally. CentOS, yeah. Michael, you want to join the stream? Hang on.
Hey, that was kind of neat last night being on with Alan. What a
Yeah,
job.
it caught me by surprise because of the time difference.
Yeah.
That's one of the cool things about unscheduled shows. You never know who's going to jump on. But it was cool. Oh, I thought I was Anna. Jeez, can't trust women. No, just kidding. Kenny says, is Ben using Windows? Is Ben using Widows?
Yeah.
Spelled it wrong. Widows. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's using a lot of Widows, right, Ben?
I am. That's what's on this tower behind.
Jesse, you run CentOS exclusively on your servers. Okay, it is what everyone uses at the enterprise level. It makes sense. Okay. Very good.
Oh, Anna Rita.
Yes. Well, you know what they say, hair today, gone tomorrow, you know, but
Ugh.
let's see here. Looking at the ticker. Apple launches program to repair old devices like the iPhone 4S. Really? Interesting. That's an old phone. Why would they want to do that? I guess to make people happy. I don't know. AT&T blacks out HBO Cinemax for Dish Sling TV users over carriage disputes. Okay, well I don't use Sling, so I don't know. I keep getting things from AT&T to switch over. I got this thing in the mail. Switch over to AT&T DirecTV. Get a $300 Visa card. If it was $3,000, I might do it. I might switch just to upgrade the office. Sure, I'll do it for $3,000. You know. But they're pretty good. You can get everything for $84.99 a month if you sign a contract. That's not bad. That's half of what I pay now.
Oh.
But that would be DSL internet. I don't think I could do these live shows with DSL. That's the catch. Or maybe you can. I mean, I know this fiber optic, but this really isn't a bad deal.
Yeah, back in the day, DSL was something, but it's gotten, it's.
I don't know. I'd have to look and I'd have to check out the technical specs of DSL to see because that's a nice savings when you think about it.
Yeah, because with AT&T, you also have to be pretty close to their servers. Like, I know there's not one far from me, but my neighbor got it. I couldn't get it. You know, I was like one house too far, and not that I'd want it. I just don't.
Yeah, no, I think fiber is fast, but the standard DSL, I don't think it's fast enough for live shows. A lot of buffering, I think. I'd have to check, but this really isn't a bad deal from AT&T when you think about it, what they offer. And I think the second year it goes up to $129 or so, which still isn't bad.
Yeah, then they get you on the third year.
Well, the thing is to sign for 2 years and that's it.
Yeah.
Done.
Hey, Michael.
Hey.
Michael.
Jesse says DSL, what, fiber or nothing? I take lots of fiber, yeah. What's the speed they advertise? I don't think it's on this one, Jesse. I have to check the website. I mean, it's probably fast enough for browsing and downloading, but for live shows, I don't know. If it's the fiber technology, it's probably fast enough. But I don't know. I know 3 years ago it was not. I had to get rid of them. KO says ADSL 16:1 is the best available. 16:1, okay. I don't know. Fiber or separate services though? Okay. I know there was one from Verizon. I forget what they called it.
Fios is Verizon's.
That's it. Is that any good?
I don't know.
Okay.
Fios is just their fiber brand.
What service do you have, Michael?
Spectrum.
Is that like Comcast or?
Except less trash.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Excuse me.
It is cable, but like
that's what
I don't
I
have
meant
to worry.
to say.
I don't have to worry about a data cap. I don't have to worry about them charging me extra for everything.
Okay.
And so like they're not like precious angels or anything. But in comparison to Comcast, they're amazing.
Did you have to sign a contract to get a better deal?
No. I mean, I have to have a contract in general, but I pay monthly, so.
Okay.
But I don't have any bundle nonsense.
Yeah, I signed up for 2 years knowing what my price will be, and I know it works, so I really can't complain, you know.
My price has never gone up, and except for when they added, they gave me the opportunity to increase my speed, which I immediately did. And then they increased my speed without charging me extra at all.
Nice.
So I had
Nice.
I paid $60 for 30 megs, 30 meg down, and then like a couple years ago or whatever, they just randomly decided, hey, we're gonna double your speed and keep the same price.
Wow.
So, yep. All right. Cool.
Yeah, Comcast has done that. I've been pretty lucky.
Sweet. Comcast, are you listening?
The non-data cap's probably the most important thing for me.
Okay. No, it's been pretty reliable. I mean, it's 2 years I've had it. I had to renew again. It's not cheap, but I can't. I mean, it works. I've had an issue. One of my cable boxes, just the power went out. I called. They were here the next day. He did his test. Yep, here's a new upgraded box with the talking what they call it, Xfinity talk into it, same price per month. I'm like, okay, and this is awesome. I just tell the channel, it's great. Although it was like go to Linux, and it was like, sorry, don't understand that. Okay, fine. Maybe one day. Jesse, you're Canadian. You have Bell Fiber. Okay, converts to copper. Oh. 300 MBS up and down now. Thinking about one gig. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what fiber usually is 1 gig.
Okay, cool.
Well, I mean, you can get like 100 meg fiber too, but those are rare.
Didn't Google experiment out west with fiber?
No, Google has fiber in all kinds of places.
Okay.
So, like, I mean, there's fiber in at least 7 states now, from Google specifically. There's
From what I understand, it is insanely fast. Like, you could download a movie in like 10 seconds or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, they offer gig.
Okay.
They offer gig speed in Google Fiber for only like $80.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad, yeah.
But anyway, back to the topic. The reason I joined.
Yeah.
CentOS is also a server enterprise. It's their open source version of Red Hat. They're basically the same thing. They're even binary compatible. They just have one as a support, one is community. Then they have the other one, Fedora, is basically just a desktop for enthusiasts. It's not really meant for the average user, so they don't have an offering for the average user whatsoever.
Okay.
And the reason I'm saying Canonical is better positioned is because they have absolute dominance in the desktop. Like like you can't argue against that. They also have massive deployments in the cloud. So like they have the dominant distro for all of Amazon Web Services. They also have a bunch of like deployments on Azure and a ton of stuff. So like as far as like what is the most deployed, regardless of what type of system, it's Ubuntu. So Canonical is much better positioned, and the only reason that people look at Red Hat being more like having more money is purely because Red Hat has been in a public company for a very long time, and we don't really know what Canonical makes at all. They tell us, but they don't tell us everything because they don't have to. When they go public, which will probably be next year or maybe the early 2020, we'll find out for sure. And I think they're much more likely to be better positioned.
So you think Red Hat is one of the most, if not the most, Linux-y company?
No.
It's not? No. Okay. Who do you think is? I mean, I don't know.
As far as like, I wouldn't say it's the most because there's things that other companies do the same thing. Like, what makes them more than Canonical? I don't know. I think they're both equally situated for being that, because they both make open source software. They both are massive contributors to the community and all kinds of stuff.
Well, they're being bought for $34 billion, big ones. So I guess they're profitable now. Yeah, well, good for them.
But they were making like $2 billion a year, so they were profitable. Yeah. But I don't know. Like they were evaluated for $20 billion, like overall.
Oh.
So so IBM they paid a premium. Yes. But I always thought it's funny when people say that IBM is like, what are they doing kind of thing. Like there was this one comment on one of my episodes for my show, and they said something like IBM's not doing anything, so they need to purchase a company. It's like they've been in existence for 107 years.
Was that all?
They're worth $125 billion. How can anyone say they're not doing anything?
Well, they were the originator of the original ThinkPads, and I still have them. They're awesome.
Yeah, they created the ThinkPads and then sold them to Lenovo.
Right. Now, I don't know if they're any better or worse.
I mean, they're better just out of default of having hardware that's newer. Okay. I mean, as far as like build quality, they basically just copied the IBM formula.
So I guess that's good.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like they didn't really ruin anything, but
okay.
But overall,
well, I know Alan from Ubuntu loves his collection of ThinkPads. You know, Martin Wimpress, the Ubuntu podcast. I guess Alan bought one from like '95. It's like 2 inches thick or something. And Martin Wimpress says yes. And if you happen to have a cracked block in your house foundation, you just put that ThinkPad right there. It'll fix it.
I mean, the enterprise level laptops back then are absurd.
Yeah.
Like this laptop right here is an Enterprise from Dell.
Is it?
And it's not even that old. It's like, okay, it's really old. It's like 12 years, but
okay,
it's still like it's gigantic.
Well, I think Panasonic makes a tough book, right? I think they're called like waterproof. Hi, hello,
Yeah,
Jeremy.
someone makes that. Yeah,
They make a tough book. Yeah. Big,
it's like OtterBox built into it or something.
Yeah, you know, people who out on the field use them, like surveyors or whatever, stuff like that. You know. But I love my ThinkPads. Yeah. Can't complain.
Yeah. I've never actually owned one. I've used them before, but I've never owned one.
Okay. Hello, Dolphin. How are you? Tough book. That's the name. Yeah. I think Panasonic made them, or still makes them. I've seen them. I mean, they're heavy, they're bulky, they're not cosmetically appealing yet, but they're not made for that. They're just can take. I guess you can drop them and they'll just keep on running. I don't know. But my ThinkPads feel solid. Even the one I've dropped, it's cracked on the side, but it still works. So, you know, that's why they were, and probably still are, one of the more, well, they were, what, if not the most expensive laptops at the time, I think, with Windows. I don't know if they still are. Yeah, Panasonic, Dolphin, yeah. I think they still make them. I'm actually running a Panasonic cooling fan around the full, like an oscillating fan. Still works after, I don't know, 25 years. You know. Now, if it had a built-in Bluetooth in that fan, it'd be awesome, you know. But, anyone ever use an HP ProBook? I have not. I've used HP, but not a ProBook.
Yeah, same.
The keyboards and the track point is highly underrated. Yeah, the little red thing in the middle of the ThinkPad key. Yeah, I use it a lot. Yeah, when I have the ThinkPad open. Yeah. There will not be a live stream. Yeah, the weekend update for this channel. I will not be doing any night shows. Friday night, Saturday, or Sunday night. I'm going to try to do a couple day ones for our friends overseas. I think, Tux, you have one Saturday at 3 p.m. or something?
Right? Yeah, well, it's Saturday at 1 Eastern.
Sorry, okay, 1.
I mean, to be honest, it's never the same time.
Between 1 and 6. Whatever.
I'm never
he's worse than
time.
I am, yeah. Yeah, Tux has a schedule on Saturdays.
He's like Axl starts when he starts.
They're right, yeah. So,
like, I don't wish I wish that wasn't true, but it's true.
But anyway, Omega, I will not be doing night. I have to get told dispatch I can't do a news nonsense Sunday night. But there will not be a live stream the evenings for this weekend coming up. I'll try to do something during the day for our friends overseas. I know there's a lot of people, different time zones, who want to chime in and can't because it's late. So try to make it up for them.
Yeah, that's why I do my shows during the day.
Yeah, I mean, if you come in at 1 or 1 or 2, that's actually okay. Because it's obviously not late here. People who are 6 hours ahead, it's probably perfect for them. Because they can chime in after evening, you know.
Yeah.
Anarita Toss is the most scheduled guy on the most scheduled guy on the internet. I wish I could be on a regular schedule. I'd love to. I am the master of unscheduling. Doesn't sound right. Of not having a schedule or something like that, you know. But yeah, Friday nights are usually my schedule. Toss is on point with his schedule. I hope so. Like I said, last night it was great having Alan Pope from Ubuntu chime in on a Wednesday night of all nights. Yeah. It was awesome. But yeah, I'll have that video edited, probably uploaded tomorrow. That conversation about snaps I thought was extremely informative. In fact, even Stephanie, our wonderful friend singer who uses Mac, found it to be very informative. So there you go, Alan. You have a thumbs up from a girl from Boston who works in Germany. I guess Germans like Ubuntu, she was saying. So, but anyway. But
it's everywhere.
Yeah, and Michael has a lot of points on his 4-hour, 6-hour feeds. How long are your shows on Saturdays usually?
Average is usually about 3 to 5 hours.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I've done a 6-hour one. That's a little rough.
My longest
let me ask you
so
a question,
far is 9.
Jesus. Telethon.
Let me ask you a question. So you said like your data's not capped, right? That's what you went with it?
Right.
So do you ever check like to see how much data you use in a month with your shows and that?
No, but I assume it's a ton.
Yeah, because I mean, I with Comcast, supposedly it's at like 1,025 gigs.
I don't know if I have a cap on mine. I never really asked. Yeah,
I barely reach 300 sometimes. So I was just, eventually thinking about streaming and that. So
interesting.
I don't know if it's even possible for me to check, but I don't know. I've never had a cap with them, so
I can check. I can check. Log into my account. I'll call them. Neil says we had some great guests. Yes, besides tonight, they've been awesome. Just kidding. No.
Wow.
Yes, we had.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take credit for that.
Yeah. In fact, search my channel for a great. Actually, Tux was on a great one about Ubuntu telemetry, the opt-in and opt-out. Remember that one? That was a great conversation. But we had, I think, opposing viewpoints between Switch to Linux and Tux Digital. Both. That was a great, friendly discussion. But yeah, now we've had some great discussions out of the blue. Sometimes a topic comes up. Like last night, Alan came up, and I've been meaning to get him on the show again, a follow-up to the April show. And I thought to myself, well, since I have him, and I know it's late, I'm going to ask him about snaps. But yeah, we've had some great guests absolutely on this show, and it's worked out pretty good. I think that concert with Stephanie, I was like crossing my fingers you guys would like her music, and you did. So
yeah, she's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get her back on here for the holidays. I'll let you guys know. It'll be a freebie concert, so all I ask is if you like her music, buy her music and support her. So. We did talk about SSDs last night. I may edit that part too. I don't know if we had enough discussion on that. Maybe we did. I don't know. I'll have to play it back. But I got my first SSD running Ubuntu Mate 1810. It's awesome. I was just gonna test it and go with something else, but it's been so fast and stable. Might as well keep it.
Oh yeah, because Ubuntu Mate is really good. I actually contribute to that, just FYI.
Okay. Posh Josh, you're back. You're Laurie De Silva. You changed your name. Okay. Hello, Daniel. Daniel, would you like to join the show for another 15 minutes or so before I wrap it up for tonight? Send Danny Boy a invitation.
Yeah, my company doesn't even tell me how much data I use.
Okay.
I'm trying to find it and I can't find it. So.
Posh Josh says, remember me? I don't know, do I? Lori. Is that your real name, Lori? You don't have to answer. But I don't know. I need more information if I remember you. You left a like. That narrows it down to one person, you. Daniel, check your email. Lori, welcome to the show. Again, Dan, you joined in late. I won't be doing this weekend. No night shows this weekend. Maybe a couple day shows. Told you you rode your bike. It's not ringing a bell right that day. By that day, okay. Anyway, welcome to the show. Yeah, a lot of conversation. There's a lot of comments, and sometimes the conversation will stick out, and sometimes it won't. I mean, stick out in my mind, to remember. Anyway, yeah, Daniel, check the invite. I just sent it. So, Tux, will you be buying yourself any cool gadget toy for this holiday season, or you're not really into the?
I mean, as far as toys, not.
I mean, it's like something for yourself. Okay.
I mean, I bought this microphone recently.
Which one?
It's a Yeti.
Those are good.
Yeah, and I also got this mic arm too. This mic arm is awesome, by the way.
Nice.
Like
the Yeti's what, about 130 nowadays? I think.
I think it's 120. I think that's what I paid.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly, but it was like 120. And then this mic arm itself is $100. It's just the mic arm.
Oh, that seems kind of high, but I don't know too much about
it.
But
the thing there, I actually had a $15 one that I was using, and this one is so much easier because like the fact that this is I had a dynamic microphone, and every time I moved anything, you would hear it. But dynamics are actually designed to automatically filter out background noise.
Yeah.
But because that mic arm was not very well built, you would hear everything. But this is a condenser mic, which filters out basically nothing in this direction or whatever. But you can't really hear anything when I move it because the mic arm itself is just so smooth.
Nice. Well, then it's worth it. No, it's definitely a good mic. I thought about getting a Yeti, but people have complimented this little $20 thing. I'm like, hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah, it's not necessary. The Yeti is definitely not necessary. I just what I had was perfectly fine.
If I didn't have this, I would have probably got a Yeti. But people comment, I look like a call center lady. Thank you for calling Torsten. How can I direct your call? I don't care. Works. So.
Hey, Daniel.
What's the net thing in front of your mic do? You mean for?
It's a pop filter.
Pop filter, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The purpose of it is, if you're talking, this is the big particular type of microphone. It's called a cardioid, and it has basically it pulls in everything that's near it. So with the pop filter, it allows you to avoid the pops in your words.
Yes.
Like your audio doesn't peak too loudly. Yes. So this is basically, the pop filter kind of just takes the wind and spreads it out, and that way it doesn't go directly into the microphone.
Yeah, it's kind of like this mic originally didn't have this little cover for the element here, but I think it helps because of the pops, But yeah.
Yeah. It also manages the direction. So if you're not talking directly into it this, it's also not bad. But as soon as you start talking to it, and you can if the closer you are, the louder your P's get, and you can hear wind, and this just kind of minimizes it a little bit.
Yeah. If you see people out live with the handheld, they have a windscreen thing. They call it a cat thing. They call it a cat.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, dead cat filter. I think it's called actually a dead cat.
Oh, that's the one where there's the super ridiculous wind ones.
Yeah. They call it a dead cat. It's kind of awful, but it kind of looks like a dead cat. Yeah.
It's pretty furry.
Yeah, furry, right? Gee. So what do you use on your mic? A dead cat? Ew. Really? Hello, Heather. How old are you? Me or Tux?
I think it said. I don't know.
Back to discussion. SSD on trim. Run cat varv log syslog. I get grep fstrim to tell you when your last system ran fstrim. Oh, okay. Sleepy. I don't know. Well, if Linux does it automatic, I won't worry about it.
Yeah, fstrim. It uses fstrim to make that happen.
Yeah, and that's built in the Linux kernel. That function, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a trim function built into it, but there's also a systemd service that can run.
Okay. Hello, Daniel. Fix your mic. Hit the mute switch off. Come on, you can do it.
Hello.
I think Dan has got a Yeti too, right? Yeah,
I do too.
Nice.
Yeah, but Dan, yours is the Blue Yeti, right? The USB.
Yeah, mine's the Blue Yeti, the high end one.
Yeah,
I've seen them. Those are nice, solid. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I got the regular Yeti.
Yeah, this one you can turn it for all different functions: stereo, cardioid, optional. It's got a gain knob on it, so if you're telling me I'm too loud, I can just turn the knob on the mic down.
It's definitely a good mic. If it wasn't for this, I probably would have got that. But
it's got different reviews, but it's probably one of the better ones you're going to get for USB mics. Not USB mics in general. They're all in their own category.
Yeah.
And as far as it being a great mic, I don't know because I very rarely hear myself on it. You tell me what it sounds like.
Now, I think Brian Lunduk uses it. A lot of YouTubers.
Now, Logitech bought out Blue, so they have all the Yeti brand now.
I see. Okay.
Logitech's got it.
It works as long as it works, yeah.
The Yeti is actually really good. There's the Yeti and the Yeti Pro. And
there's also a Nano.
A Nano.
Yeah, that's
Yeti Nano.
There's a snowball that looks like a white snowball.
Yeah, there's a snowball.
I don't know if those are any, but I guess they're okay.
They're decent. They're like $30 or so. They're pretty good for their price, but they're not like high end or whatever.
No, I don't think they are.
But they are pretty. They're fine.
Okay.
I think Alan uses them.
Okay.
But there's the difference. There's really the only main difference between the Yeti and the Yeti Pro is that the Yeti Pro can expand into XLR, and you can get super fancy with other hardware and stuff like that.
Right.
And I have an XLR mic. Hold on a second. This is an AT2020 Audio Technica, and this thing by itself is like $100. But the problem with it is that you also need a USB interface and a USB mixer in order to make this connect to a computer and then work.
Not user friendly. Yeah.
Yeah, and you also need a separate power supply to make this.
Okay.
Because it doesn't run on USB, so you have to have a completely separate thing.
Is the Yeti USB powered?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Like it's probably the highest quality, least amount of effort put into it. Okay. Like because it has such a good quality at the same time. It's just a USB you plug in. So by the way, the interface to use these costs like $250. That's like I think I'll wait a little bit.
Yeah, it's Nils has a question for content creators. Do you prefer using hardware or external filters or software, or meaning plug directly to PC? You mean for audio? I just plugged in my computer. Our friend Stephanie, because of her singing, she has a Mac with I think it's called a DAW, a digital audio workstation.
Yes, digital audio workstation.
She uses higher end mics. I think they go as high as $1,000, but she's a singer, so there you go.
But you can use DAWs with Linux too. She just probably doesn't have the right one or know of them.
You probably could use the Yeti for singing. I think it's sensitive enough, right, Tux?
You don't really want to do. You want to use dynamic microphones for singing.
Okay.
Yeah, you really do.
Okay.
You can damage the diaphragm inside of a condenser when you sing really loud, or you hit certain notes because the pitch is too high. So the longer you do that, it's better to use dynamic.
Yeah, she uses mics with funny commercial names. I don't even know, but obviously they've been made for singing. Do I like Tesla, Posh, Josh? I've seen a Tesla in Pittsburgh. That was about $70,000 with a big screen in the middle. A humongous iPad is what it looked like. I could probably drive one.
I have a friend that has one.
Really?
Yeah, it's extremely fast too. You get in it and then you stand on the gas pedal. You hear no noise, but you know you're flying.
Well, because of the electrical motor and the torque is instantaneous. I mean, there's no as it just boom, it goes. It's like having 10 twin turbos. It just boom, it goes. You know.
Yeah. Everything's run through that screen in the center. The moon roof, the heater, the air conditioning, the whole ball of wax.
I wouldn't mind driving a car and never see a gas station again.
And it will give you Google search.
There you go.
It does. It connects to the internet like an iPad.
There you go. Good evening, Stephen Anderson. Miriam Satri says, "Hi, what a well-informed comment about mics." Well, thanks to Michael and friends. Yeah. If I get Stephanie on again for a show, she knows her stuff about mics and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested, hello, Richard.
She probably uses the SLR connected mics that required the phantom power and all that stuff for recording.
More than likely.
Those are studio mics.
Yeah, she did a couple of videos editing, and she showed her. But I guess it looked like that DAW digital audio workstation. But again, she used specific hardware. I look Canadian. Yeah, that's what they say. I am not Canadian. I'm from New York.
You are definitely a New Yorker.
Don't freaking insult me here. No, I love Canada. I got cousins up in Montreal, but I am not Canadian. I am not. I was there once or twice as a kid. It's pretty up there in the summer. But not Canadian. I'm from New York.
New York.
Hey, forget about it.
You want a bloody nose? Leave me alone.
I'm looking at the ticker feed. While iPhone sales remain stagnant, Apple services hit $10 billion in revenue. Really? I didn't know iPhone sales are stagnant. Gee, could it be because the phones are $1,000?
Yeah, geez, it's because I got to apply for a second mortgage to get one?
It's crazy.
It's also probably because they're not anything special. Like the 10, if you get the 10, the previous 10 or the 10s or 10x or whatever, who cares?
I don't know.
Like they're all the same. Like it's like, oh, I have a slightly better screen. I don't care. I'm not spending $1,000.
I think if it's even possible, the next smartphone maker that has the next generation phone with a 30-day battery for $1,000, they're gonna sell through the roof. They're gonna say, forget iPhone, forget Samsung. We're gonna go with the battery phone. You know.
I got an iPhone 7, and I will not let it update anymore. They just the software they're pumping out for them is just ridiculous. It makes the phone more complicated than it needs to be to use. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you know, I bought that $200 Motorola. I think I left it in the car. You know, it's nice having a phone that can last 2-3 days without charging it, no problem. To me, that's worth more per dollar than $1,000. Yeah, the $1,000 iPhone, faster processor, nicer camera, but if you can't turn the phone on, then who cares? You know? Just my opinion as far as smartphones go.
If you can't turn it on, that's definitely a problem.
Yeah. Not having enough power is the same problem with a $200 phone or a $1,000 phone.
I don't know, my iPhone doesn't eat that much power. It only eats about a quarter of the battery a day.
And that's not bad. But I'm always using it, catching your comments, emails, Linux notifications, news notifications. I mean, I'm going through it a lot. I usually I'll try to catch up on comments and late news or late email at night. So I'm always on it. Man, one thing I notice, if I don't play any music on it, I mean, it really can last a long time. And at nighttime, I crank down the volume, not volume, but the brightness to like 0, as it were, to the left, and I can still see it at night. But it's nice. That phone is wonderful. It's not a top-of-the-line camera process, but
it's a wonderful phone.
Yeah, it really is.
For what you wanted, it's pretty good.
A 6-inch screen is probably max in terms of screen size. Battery life is great. Front-firing speaker, so I can listen, you know.
You ever heard of a pop socket?
I don't think so.
They make the 6-inch phones actually usable, in my opinion. I think 6-inch phones are excessive.
It's stretching it. That's as far as I want to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fairly big person, but I still think those phones are ridiculous. And
it barely fits in my pocket. Yeah.
Hey, Toss.
Yeah.
If you're going to consider playing music with your phone, consider getting something that's like this. This is a Bluetooth connected speaker. It's pretty good. It sounds great.
Which brand is it? I can't quite.
This is a Jam.
Jam? A great name.
This is a Jam. Well, they have different ones too. They have an iHome for cheaper ones and stuff like that. But the warehouse.
Hey, I'm going to build a phone. I'm going to build a speaker. Let's call it Jam. No.
A place
Daniel, since you pulled yours out.
Yeah.
Mine's it's a DOS. I got it from Amazon for like $35, and this thing beats my brother-in-law's Bose that he spent a couple $100 for.
Well, Bose is good. I have a Bose Wave radio, and they can pack a lot of technology in the little speakers of the Bose Wave radio.
This one talks to you.
Oh, sexy voice. I'd buy it just for that. It would be great if you can, like, program the voice. Powering on, sexy.
But that is a great sounding speaker if you need to port, music.
What would you like to hear, dear? It'd be great if you could program
I made the mistake of showing my wife this and how it makes her little laptop sound, and I haven't used it in months.
Okay. I just have a little Bluetooth speaker, still works. But maybe next spring or summer when I'm back at the pool, I'll buy a nicer Bluetooth. So, yeah. That's right, Anna Rita. So we could have Anna Rita as the voice of the speaker.
I'm just trying to show you don't have to settle with what comes with your phone.
No, you do not. But, sometimes, I'll go walking and I'll have the phone in my pocket with playing loud with the speaker, and it's loud enough. I can hear the, music. Obviously, if you got a headphone,
That's where these earphones come in. These are not noise canceling.
Well, the thing is, if I'm walking and somebody's yelling at me to say hi, I don't hear them. So I don't want to be rude. Yeah.
These you will. They're not noise canceling.
Oh, okay.
I mow the grass with them. I can hear the lawnmower, the music, and the guy walking down the street all at the same time. Kind of confusing.
Miriam says machines can destroy your marriage.
Did mine.
I know those rotten Borg. They got in my marriage. They got in my way, and I haven't been assimilated since.
You know what they say? You know the 3 rings of marriage.
Oh.
The engagement ring, the wedding ring, and the suffer ring.
Ba-da-bum-bum.
Are you single, Michael?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been
but
both.
not-
Marriage
not
is nice. I wish
technically.
I
I
was,
mean, I'm not.
yeah, marriage is
I'm
nice.
not.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not married. I have no intent to do that either. I don't need a government a government contract to tell me who I can be with it.
I should do a weekend show, the Linux Guide to How to Treat Women. But don't treat them like a bug. When they fail to function, be nice.
The sudo command does not work.
That's right. So it does not work. Yeah. That would be something to talk about. But right, Anna Rita? Anyway. Yeah, I think a Bluetooth with a nice female voice would be very nice to wake up to or play to, Good morning, dear. It's time to wake up, good looking. It's 6 a.m.
That's
line roll over.
Roll over, dear. You can sleep in today. You're home. You're off. Wake up, stupid. Posh, why should I make you a moderator? You haven't given me a reason.
I don't even get them privileges.
Yeah. If you need to,
You're
I don't
dangerous.
know. Yeah, that's right. You can't trust those Detroiters, let me tell you.
No, you can't.
Well, I like Michael Moore. He's from Detroit. I guess I can trust him, And his movie didn't play here. I'm ticked. His latest movie.
Someone gets their car jacked every night.
Wow. Really?
It's on the news too, man. It's like every night.
I wonder if there's any funny news tonight.
I don't know. I think I know how to prevent carjacking. You could put a sticker on. Hey man, I'm cool, man. I use Linux. Please don't carjack me or something.
Well, gentlemen, I'm gonna jump off here. I gotta take my son somewhere. So.
All right, Steve.
All right.
Thanks again for the invite.
Take care.
To you later.
Yeah.
You guys, that'll be good.
Wonderful.
I'll try.
Sudo make me a sandwich. Yeah. Tell that to the wife. Yeah. Sure. Posh says, you've never been bad. You're lying. I'm looking at the ticker feed. Nothing really catches my eye. Private messages from 81,000 hacked Facebook accounts for sale. Yeah, sign me up.
What?
Yeah, what?
That's what
That
it
kind
says.
of threw me sideways.
Private
Facebook's been
messages for sale.
Yeah, Facebook's been hacked all the time. And then
They should just call it Hackbook or something.
they lost like a million
Yeah.
data accounts. And also
Really?
the private messages, they're not private. They're not secure in any way whatsoever.
Right,
Like that's
right.
on their servers. They could read everything you sent.
Really, Anna Rita, your computer, when it starts, it says hello, sexy? Well, it's lying. No, I'm just kidding.
Savage.
Just kidding. As a change, my startup, it helps me with self-esteem. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Nice. Would be fun if it was the Borg. We are the Borg. We find you sexy. You will be assimilated into our... Well, would that be something if somebody hacked the Star Trek Borg? We are the Borg. You have nice... Whatever. You'll be assimilated. We need more women on the ship. I don't know. Just a thought. Right, Adarita? Anyway. Mosquitoes. I don't know where they come from,
You still got those?
Yeah, it's like, is that time of year between the changing seasons? I don't know, man. It's
Are you
like,
getting torrential rains?
it's been raining a lot, yeah.
It's been bad here too.
Not torrential, but I don't know if I have a nest somewhere of them. I don't know. I cleaned out the garage with my blower. I figured if I blow them all dead, yeah. I mean, I knocked down
Blast
everything.
them against
Blast
the
them
wall.
I know, really.
Mosquitoes
Yeah,
are
really.
like my normal.
Okay.
You get used to them after multiple decades.
Okay. I don't like them.
Oh, I don't like them. You just kind of like, oh, there's a mosquito.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to keep every drop of my blood.
Yes, me
Well, that's
too.
just selfish.
So do I.
That's just
Selfish. Yes, we need to start sharing blood because we are a community of Linux users. We share everything. Yes.
Yeah, open blood project.
The Open Blood Project, really. welcome to Dracula OS. Yes.
Blood Bank OS.
Blood Bank OS. That's right. Our software was made in blood. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up soon. So if any final comments or questions for me or my guests in the chat, if you have any newbies, please say hello. I don't think there's any newbies on tonight.
Are you disappearing for the weekend?
I'm not doing any night shows. I might do something during the day. So not
I'm
tomorrow.
going to miss you.
Oh, I'm going to miss you too. Yeah, not this weekend, yeah. But I may do a couple of day shows for our friends overseas, you know, people who want to join in and never do.
Yeah.
Spatry has game night on his system.
Saturday night, I think. Playing the Battle for Wesnoth.
Yeah, I played last week. I actually won.
Oh, okay.
He put up a tutorial, and I went through it with the game, and then
Okay.
I went through it again with his tutorial, and I almost won the AI is you can't win it beats you every time.
Okay.
So I was prepared when I went into that group and slaughtered them all.
Okay.
It was fun.
Yeah, I'm not into those strategy games. It's more
They're hard. They really are.
point and shoot.
But there's a lot of things you got to remember. What your guys' powers are, their scores, their numbers, their money.
Right. Right.
Yep. I've never been a strategy gamer. The only type of gamer I've always been is a gamer that plays first-person shooters like Unreal Tournament and Quake 2.
You know what's a real nice game that really settles your nerves is an American Truck Simulator. English Bob got me hooked on that.
He's into that trucking thing, man. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the thing's kind of set up where you start out and you learn things as you go, and the more you do, the more you go, and it's like being a real truck driver. Everything happens to you. It rains, you got to turn on the wipers. It gets dark, you got to turn on the headlights. Then when I first started playing it, all of a sudden I hear this yawn in the speakers, and then the screen goes black. And there's a fatigue simulator in the game, so I had to go switch that off.
Fatigue, and the guy yawns. Ooh.
It's supposed to be you, but the computer's making you, you know.
When I played Halo with my son when he was younger, we had teams like 4-on-4. I wanted to be the Warthog Jeep driver because I wanted to run people over. There was something about simulated road rage. It was so gratifying, you know. Just run them over. So I got so good with like side splats. The car goes sideways and stuff. It's like, texture. Yeah, that's right. Text and drive. You got mail and whack it. You know, but it was fun. It was fun doing that.
With American Simulator, though, the scenery that they give you for California, Arizona, Nevada, and Oregon's really nice, and it's well done.
Here's a news item: Bleeding Bit 0-day chip flaws. Bleeding Bit 0-day chip flaws may expose majority of enterprises to remote code execution attacks. Oh, lovely.
And we're back to blood.
There we go.
Bit blood.
Patent troll. A patent troll values its entire portfolio at $2, goes bankrupt. Okay. That's right for being a troll. I don't know.
Yeah. I probably made a bunch of money over the course of like years.
Maybe. Yeah. He probably made it, took it, and then left $2 in the bank. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And patent trolls usually don't have much ethics.
All these people in the chat, I play American Truck Simulator. It's contagious.
I used to have a game like that on my PC years ago, you know. But
I bought both those games and I haven't started them yet.
Okay.
Euro Truck or American Truck.
Yeah, I'll play every once in a while. What's that racing game for Linux? Airborne, Asphalt 8 Airborne. That's a whacking cars. I mean, it's very what's the word? Catharsis, you know. But yeah,
nice.
You know. And it's free. It's free to play. You can pay and buy more cars, as it were. But yeah,
I play something that's not cathartic whatsoever. It's incredibly infuriating and frustrating, and that's Rocket League.
Okay.
Oh boy.
It's very fun, but it's also incredibly infuriating and frustrating.
Interesting. I've seen it. Yeah.
Like in the beginning, it's not bad. It's just like once you get to, if you play enough and you get to the point of like like high levels,
Yeah.
like you're at like this threshold of not getting to the next level for like months because of how ridiculous the game is.
And Arita says you're now playing a game that just came out called Project Hospital. Great, you'll be the nurse, I'll be the patient.
There's actually a game that supposedly is fantastic. I haven't tried it, but there's a lot of people talking about it on various different shows called 2 Point Hospital.
Interesting. I don't know that. Okay.
It's some kind of like, I don't know. It's like Sims, but hospitals.
Okay. Bluetooth bug bite millions of Wi-Fi apps from Cisco, Meraki, and Aruba. Just got off the newswire. 2 Point Hospital. You hate 2 Point Hospital, Anarita? Okay.
Oh wow.
Well, that's
Well,
getting to
then
the
in that
point.
case, I don't suggest it
Yeah, really.
and didn't recommend it or even mention it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Is it an upgrade from 1 Point Hospital? I don't know.
Yep,
Okay.
must be.
All right.
I'm gonna go with it was originally called Point Hospital.
Point, yeah, just point 0.01, right? Yeah. 0.09 and 1.0. That's right. Firefox 63 released with tab switcher changes, more robust web extensions. I wonder what they are.
Oh, the web extensions. It's just the system itself is better.
Okay.
'Cause you can now do separate processes for every web extension, which makes it much more secure because that means web extensions can't do anything with other extensions, and they can't do anything with your site or your browser unless you give it permission to do so.
So that's good. Okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay. Nice.
And Firefox has gotten like 1,000 times better than it used to be. And if you haven't tried container tabs, those are amazing.
Wow. Surviving Mars, another good game. Great title, Surviving Mars. Are we talking Mars bars or the planet? Never mind.
Both. Depends if you fry the Mars bar or not.
Surviving Mars. I'm not familiar with that. Is that a PC game? Anarita? With that. There's actually a TV show, National Geographic, the second season called Mars, on what the future would be like if people went to Mars and tried to live there. It's pretty. They did. I think they did 7 shows last year. I thought it was good. Some different. So there's a plug for National Geographic.
There you go.
There you go.
Speaking of plugs.
Speaking of plugs. Yes, Tug's Digital / toss today. Yeah, right.
Exactly. That works.
Let's see here. Anything else on the ticker feed? Oceans soaking up more heat than estimated. That's not good. Not good at all. Yeah. Nope.
That's just not good at all.
No, they predict unless things change, Florida might be a permanent lake. Yeah.
It's quite possible. I mean, it will. Even 1 inch rise is actually terrible.
Well, they're thinking if these glaciers melt, it's bad. That's very bad. So I don't know.
I mean, if they melt, there's also like just 1 inch of rise of the entire ocean would basically ruin many locations. So, yeah. But everybody denied that it exists. Yay!
Remember the one time there was a congressman who didn't believe global warming, and to prove it to the Senate debate, he brought in a snowball. Yeah. Oh, that's scientific. Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's no such thing as climate change because weather. Yeah, because those are the same thing. Oh wait, they're not. So you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
By bringing in a snowball. It's like, oh wow. So you're saying in a northern area that should get snow did get snow. And that proves anything. Good job.
It proves that he knows nothing about science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the difference between weather and climate.
Let's see. Anything else on the ticker? I want to wrap this up here. No,
I got news, but it's not like I got personal news, sort of. If you don't mind.
If it's interesting, go for it, because I got nothing else.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
We're Destination Linux is having a big announcement. We're doing a big announcement.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
For patrons, we'll get that for tomorrow. But on Wednesday is when the big announcement goes to everybody. It's next Wednesday. So it's going to be like pretty big. I can't really tease anything because it'll give specifics away, but it'll be a big tease. But also, next Wednesday I will be on Floss Weekly.
Okay.
Nice.
I think the big news is a new co-host is Arnold. It's good to be here on Destination Linux. We'll terminate all bugs, bow.
You're kidding. You're joking, but I would totally do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool to have Arnold come on. He's doing Terminator 6. Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great. Hey, with the new movie, we're using Linux special effects. It's fantastic in California.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna just assume that voice was accurate and say that is from a direct quote.
Thank you, Michael. It's great to be here. I have a question. What is Linux? Hello.
It's almost like a chopper.
It's the chopper. I never heard Linux makes choppers. Wow.
Yes. Both the heli kind and the writing kind.
Oh, fantastic. Are those built in California?
Depends.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Don't be so cryptic. Or have a Russian on. Da, comrade. Anyway, Slice Alone and Arnie on the same stream. You're welcome. Hey, yo, I use KDE. What do we? That would be great to have. I wouldn't mind having Linus Torvalds on a private Patreon stream and just have Linus. I said, Linus, since you had to re-image your language to be less colorful, this is a private stream. Let it rip. Don't be shy. Let it go, man. Tell me how you really feel. And then I would try to reply with my New York attitude, turn it on. Just let it go, man. Just see. I think it would be a very colorful private stream,
Yeah.
And then, but it would be with a disclaimer: this is just for fun. We really don't hate people. Usually, no, but
yeah, it doesn't matter. People would lose their minds on that
know,
if it actually got public or whatever.
I would have to keep it private. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have to be just to be safe. But I would just tell Line, just let it rip, man. Whatever you really feel, not a problem.
Hopefully someone isn't a patron who joins the Patreon just to get it and then
I know, really. Yeah. I'd have to make it like, okay, for that specific stream, you're gonna have to bribe me with $100 super chat, minimum of 100 patrons, and that will give half to the Linux Foundation. Since you guys are going to give back, so I think that'd be fair.
And then they'll pay back to Linus, and then you're gonna be
right.
Like, yeah.
And then I'll get all the hate mails. You sold out for money. I sold out for Linus.
Yeah,
because he was worth it.
I had people tell me that I sold out, and it's because I had an ad from myself in the show, and it's like I'm promoting myself. This is not an ad, but even if it was, yes, I would. Like if you're a sellout. No, I'm not. That's called business, and yes, I would.
That's right. Right. You're promoting yourself. I mean, if you're not going to promote yourself and have faith in yourself, who will?
Well, I mean, I'm willing to promote companies on my stuff too.
Sure.
Selling out implies it's a negative. It's actually what it proves is that you're being successful.
That's true.
If they care enough to pay you, right?
I look at it. I had one guy says, "You mean you tested it, the diesel, without installing it?" I think I replied. It was kind of snarky, but I thought, you know what? I've done over 2,000 videos. This channel pretty much for free. I haven't put a single dollar in my pocket. Everything goes back. But at some point, you know what? I'm not going to do 2,000 installations for free. I'm sorry. He came back. Oh, it's cool, dude. It's cool. Keep doing what you're doing. Great channel. I think I hit him the wrong way, but yeah. Sometimes I don't install because I got a life. Anyway.
Was it his distro or something?
No, I think it was what did I think last month I tested Ubuntu for a few days off a USB live stick. I didn't feel like installing it. I mean, I did finally this last month as a real test. It didn't change my mind. I still like.
How's your package manager working?
It's working fine.
Mine's busted.
Really?
It does not like deb packages. It'll throw the dependency thing. I didn't want to say anything about the snap package last night.
Okay.
But there is a issue with them with deb packages.
Interesting.
You get this dependency screwball.
I'm going to try and get Alan back on for a follow-up to the April stream before the end of the year. See, our clocks changed this weekend, so that's why I want to hold off. I think his changed last week.
No, I think there's a 2-week difference between the two.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, it's this Saturday. You go an extra hour of sleep.
Yay!
Yeah, yeah, I know. Yay!
I'll forget and probably miss it anyway.
Black Friday, yeah, maybe that'll be the top of the next one. The favorite Black Friday gifts. All right, being a self-promoted. This is the last one. Being a self-promoted means you believe in what you sell. Yes, hiring somebody is the only way to save face. Hiring somebody to hire yourself. People shouldn't judge before knowing what is there behind the curtain. Interesting.
I agree.
I totally agree. Yeah, I totally agree. Sounds reasonable. Run for office. You have a brain. You'll be slaughtered, but you might have a chance. You know. Anyway, midterm
You'll
elections
probably
next
be
week.
slaughtered in the public eye.
I know, really.
More than likely.
Yeah, we actually had a pre-election meeting today. A few candidates' wives downtown. It was so pleasant and nice. We're talking, you know, no trash talking, just talking about things in life. It was really nice.
Interesting.
I'm glad I got invited to that. Yeah. So I wish more people were that way, more civil. All right. I don't think we have any more comments or questions for this live stream. Thank you, everyone in live chat. Thank you, everybody here joining in. Again, check out Tux Digital sometime this year on Saturdays between 1 and 6. Is that what it is? 1 and 6 or 1 and 5?
It's supposed to be 1. It might not be, but it's supposed to be.
Okay.
So there you go. Just assume 1 and then have like a 10-hour window on either side.
Well, if it's that, then join me the next morning. You might as well, you know. But check out Tux Digital on Saturday. Destination Linux is when?
We release on Wednesdays. But we might be changing that at some point soon. But we release normally on Wednesdays.
So stay tuned.
So the latest episode was yesterday, so if people want to check it out.
The Ubuntu podcasts come out every Monday?
They come out every Thursday.
Thursday, sorry. Yeah. Chicago, LA, oh my God, you just got here. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, man. Yeah, I've been on over an hour. I know. One of these days I'll have a regular schedule like Tux, you know. But,
exactly. A regular schedule that you don't stick to.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Anyway, Chicago, LA, whatever you call your name. Well, I've been to LA and Chicago. Geez, the traffic there in both places. God.
LA's the worst.
Oh, it's CJ Drummer. Awesome. You changed your name. I like CJ Drummer better. Yeah, don't change to Chicago, LA. Yeah. I don't like those cities. No, I'm just kidding. People live there. Yeah. Why'd you change your name? CJ Drummer sounds good. You live in both cities. Oh. That would make sense. I have an invisible schedule. Yes, Anna Rita, yes. Well, on that note, I'm going to make myself invisible now. Anyway, peace, love, and all that. I'll probably catch you guys this weekend. Bye-bye.
All right.
Peace out, man. Bye.